Alrighty, it's 9:30. We kind of are up in this for 1 hour fair value gap. Um, there is room up here to go higher. However, that's the only thing about. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there is a fair value gap up here. Um, that we might want to tap into. I just don't know how many ticks that is. So let's just wait and just see if we want to go up or down. We do have this 3 minute fair value gap here, so we either have to tap into it or close above it before I really look for anything. We did inverse this one to the upside on the 5 minute, and we have tapped back into it, so it could be a whatchamacallit, another buy from there. I'm just trying to see how far. This is at least. Okay, 121. That's pretty far. Let's wait and see. There's also a 5 minute for value gap, a bullish one here. Let's just see how we react. We're still bouncing off these EMAs very nicely. That's a nice candle. We came down. But let's just see. Now it's coming back like it's coming down. So let's just wait and see. I'm not really loving this indecisive candle here. It is still coming in a little 3 minute order block, technically. This little order block here. So we can see if we get 1 minute IFEG on the 1 minute. We don't. This is the fair value gap on the 1 minute. 1 minute CISD to the back to the upside is here. If we want to wait for that. An hour or so, we're already close to this, so I just don't know if it's worth it. Like I said, we have 21 seconds. So that is it's 150 in bars, or is that in ticks? I never know, honestly. Yeah, it's still very indecisive on the 1 and the 3. Now it's pushing. That's the 2 minute. We do have an open above the EMA. Just don't know how much volatility. That's only not NinjaTrader. I can't really tell. Like, this could be 200 ticks. But I want to take it, and 200 ticks is just way up there. Like, it could be like a scalp like yesterday. But we don't really know if we're going up or down either yet. We keep not closing above this. We did bounce out of this gap here. But it looks like we might do want to inverse this 1 minute gap. I don't know. There's not a space again above the EMA. I think we did get a close above. We're just trading pretty sideways. Let's see. I mean, this is moving up. This 3 minute candle. Kind of, but see, then it's back below that line. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just wait for this 1 minute IFEG. We can get it to the downside. Got this bullish gap here. In the 1 minute. Then I would love for us to go down to this gap here. We can hold. Let's see. I don't know. Glad we didn't get in up here. All right, 12. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have an inverse.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So we have an inverse. So I'm gonna put my stop above here. We inverse this 1 minute gap. So let's see if we just get a little push. We're right below that 3 minute gap though. So we'll trail at that point. We're below the EMAs. We do have a 5 minute gap down here that maybe we can push to. It should be right where our TP is. We're at 100 ticks now, so if you want to move your stop to BE, you can. Let's see if we push. We're in that 3 minute gap now, so I'm going to trail a little bit. Alrighty. We're in that 3 minute gap. I just kind of want to let it play out though. We're in that 3 minute gap. I hope we can push a little more. Because the 5 minute gap is right below. There is a new gap here, a new bearish gap. Hopefully we tap into that and keep pushing lower. It's a nice hammer right there. Oof, I just don't know. We have this 3 minute gap. We have this 5 minute gap. Resting below it. I think we can push below. I think we can. I think we can push below. We're just going to hold this. We're going to hold this. We're not going to, like I said, we have a gap here if we're going to tap into it. I think we can push just 200 ticks. Like I said, there's a 3 minute gap right there. Oops, didn't mean to move it. We bounced out of it, as you can see. But let's see if we can push. Ooh, I hope we can. I really do. But we do have a 1 minute fair value gap right there. We're bouncing. We have a 5 minute gap below though. Okay, nice bounce out of that 1 minute gap. One nice bounce. So, nice bounce. Like I said, 3 minute gap bounce, 1 minute gap bounce. You know, we're just going to bounce in between some gaps and hopefully this one holds. If we inverse this 1 minute gap back to the upside, we have 23 seconds. So, I like, that's a bounce, but we still could close above this. I hope we don't. Please hold for me. 11, 10, 9, 8, oof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still below the gap. I like that. I just don't want us to close above it. All right, good reaction out of the gap. We could just close now below our previous swing low we just made and get our little ticks for the day and call it. I hope we can get it. You can close on profit if you want. Oof. Oof. It's very scary. But like I said, we have a 5 minute gap. which is a higher time frame, which is below. So I hope, like I said, I just hope we get it. We should get it. It's always scary when there's a bunch of gaps in other time frames that make me mad. Ooh, we're riding and we're just, I don't know, man. Maybe the 3 minute is gonna hold. 3 minute might hold. The 3 minute gap might hold. We have no news today either. We have no news until whatever. I mean, that's still a good move. We're just riding this. We're just riding this wave out. You can move your stop here if you want to that high. I just want us to push and figure it out. Yeah, it's been very jumpy. Jumpy. All right, we're back almost at 100. Oof, come on. We're back almost at 100. Like I said, 5 minute. I think we want to come down. We want to come down to that gap on the 5 minute. I really hope we do. As you can see. If not, then jeez Louise. And there we are, 44 seconds. Push, come on, push lower. It's fighting bad. It's fighting these Ferrari gaps, these. I can move it right here, actually, too, honestly. We're just waiting and seeing at this point. We're just waiting and seeing. It wants to inverse this gap. It's been hitting this gap so many times. I think it wants to inverse it, but like I said, we have this 5 minute. See, there a 2 minute something on here. Yeah, there's no gap, but we hit that 3 minute gap here and bounce out. That's why I'm like, no, please push lower. Continue. We have that 1 minute gap. I said 1 minute is smaller than the 3 minute though. That's why I'm like, I just don't know. Okay, we inversed it. So I'm just gonna leave my stop raise. I'm not gonna move it bigger or smaller. I think we're gonna lose now. And that's okay. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna close that. Filled. Okay, we did inverse back to the upside. A loss. We were almost at a drawdown. Yeah, it came to this 3 minute gap and bounced out, which is why I like the 3 minute chart. I just wanted to go to this 5 minute gap and yeah. Really sucks to suck, but due for a loss anyway. We definitely, like I said, I just wanted the 5 minute us to go lower. Dang, I should have just took my 140 ticks at that 3 minute. Oh, are we pushing lower though? No, we inverse here. This is what you want. Oh yeah, we might push into here. And yeah. So we got a loss. Now we're reacting off that. Fair value gap very nicely after we inverse here, came back in. That's the trade. I mean, I should have traded with the bias. Do we want to get back in? I don't know though. Are we going to move up? We are in a big gap, but we inversed this 5 minute gap too though. Came back into it. And then we do. I mean, we are kind of up. But we've been trading kind of sideways. But we did get a nice reaction out of the gap. Let's do it.
Order submitted.
Whoa. All right, took 2 trades now. Let's see if we're going to get it now. If we're going to get our little pushiana now. We should. It's very underneath that. So yeah, this one should be the one. Push, 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 push. Sometimes, you know, it's good to take 2 trades. When you know you're only getting 200 ticks, you know where it's going. Like I said, I just wanted it a little further than that 3-minute fair value gap, and that was just on me. I closed a little early. This might be a break-even day. You don't push up. Oh, brother. We did sweep this liquidity, bitch, but we need to go higher. Like, don't piss me off. Okay, there's a fair value gap right there. We're going higher. Even if we come back into that fair value gap, we're going higher. Now, if we inverse this fair value gap, rough life. But we should come into this one. Okay, there's a 5-minute gap as well up there. We should react off this fair value gap and push higher. Now, if I take 2 losses, I'll be sick, actually. That's okay, though, you know. Then you learn your lesson while you have your rule for 1 trade a day. But this is a good setup. I should have obviously got in after we closed out of the fair value gap down here. But I still think this is a good setup. Like I said, the 15-minute gap is way up here. We bounce out of this gap now. Jeez Louise. If we inverse it again, I'm gonna be sick. But we should push. We have a fair value gap. Now we just need to close above this one. This is gonna be a fair value gap IFEG type of shit. To the downside again, I'd be pissed. But it's okay. We're gonna move our stop. Two losses.
Order filled.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm done. This is why I don't do that. Now we have a fucking Jesus, like a 10, like a freaking crazy loss day. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're done. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm not gonna do the recording for TikTok, but Instagram. So yes.